The Giants and Jags were both underdogs in their wild card games, and they remain underdogs heading into the divisional round. Chiefs laying the 9 and the Eagles laying 7.5. This is a popular teaser play in sports gambling. Just a reminder, rematch also in both of these games, Giants and Eagles at the end of the season, where the Giants rested everybody and Philly had to give everybody a go, including Jalen Hurts, to get that 1 seed and that all-important bye. Time now for head-to-head presented by the Marines, the constant amidst shifting threats. Let's welcome in now NFL analyst Brady Quinn, where he's targeting key matchups in the NFL Divisional Round. Pivotal matchup number 1, Brady, Jags and Chiefs, Travis Kelce and Rayshon Jenkins.
You just mentioned the word shifting. A guy who shifts around and moves around a lot is Travis Kelce. Obviously, Andy Reid with some extra time, given the fact that they have the bye coming into this one. They will try to move him around and utilize him and find those mismatches. Rayshon Jenkins, though, is most likely at times going to be the defender that has to match up against Travis Kelce. Remember, the first matchup where the Chiefs were able to blow him out, Kelce did have 6 receptions, 81 yards, and a touchdown, but he, to me, is the catalyst. He's been that stable piece in the passing game that Patrick Mahomes has had and has been able to excel despite not having Tyreek Hill and other pieces out around it. It's always Travis Kelce. Third down, red zone, down around the goal line. They find all types of different ways of getting him touches and getting Kelce the football. So if the Jags want any shot of winning this one in Arrowhead, they've got to shut down Travis Kelce.
And whether they've had the cheetah or not, Travis Kelce continues to get his, as we've seen throughout the season. Let's move on to the pivotal matchup in the Giants and Eagles. You're looking at New York's O-line against Philly's D-line.
You look, the Giants have given up the 5th most sacks of any offensive line in the course of the regular season. The Eagles, well, they're the best at getting sacks. I mean, you've got mismatches all across this offensive line for the New York Giants. So it's really on Brian Dable, Mike Kafka, the 2 offensive minds for the Giants, along with Daniel Jones, to be able to figure this predicament out. And if the Eagles are able to stymie the rushing attack of Saquon Barkley, look out. So to me, it's going to be a mixture of things that I think the Giants are going to try to do to eliminate the mismatch that they see up front with their offensive line versus the Eagles' defensive line. A lot of screens, quick passes, those RPOs, try to frustrate that front and not expose the offensive line in front. And then also getting the ball to the outside and to the edges in the running game, finding unique ways to get Saquon Barkley those touches, or even Daniel Jones. You know, when you got a quarterback who can take off and is capable of doing that in the pass game, but also designing some quarterback runs like they like to do, it freezes those defensive linemen, makes them play a little bit slower, and that's how you get to be able to take advantage of that mismatch. All
right, let's continue to the conversation in terms of pivotal matchups here. Cincinnati and Buffalo. This is a rematch, of course, but because of the Damar Hamlin situation, they didn't play the full game. We're going with Jamar Chase and Tre'Davious White this weekend.
Yeah, look, Jamar Chase is the leading receiver and one of the best receivers in the NFL, and clearly is Joe Burrow's favorite target. So he's going to be a key component in trying to shut down the passing attack, along with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and everyone else who's in this group. But this is the matchup, good on good. You know, your best cornerback on our best wide receiver, and you better believe Joe Burrow has no hesitation putting the football up to Jamar Chase. And Chase is going to have to be special in this game. Not only getting yards after the catch like you see right here, but contested catches in traffic. There's going to be times when Burrow has to get the football out, considering more than likely we'll have 3 backup offensive linemen playing against that Bills defensive front. So the ball's coming out quick. It's going to be coming out often and early for Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase.
By the way, for Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott, are they going to have Tre'Davious White shadow Jamar Chase everywhere, or just depends on which side of the field is going to be there?
Usually situationally. They're not going to have him do it across the entire portion of the game. So you're talking third down, red zone, specific times when you'd like to play man-to-man, and that could be on first and second down, depending on how Leslie Frazier sees this matchup. You'll see him then most likely match up with Jamar Chase. But it all depends on really what they see and how they see this game playing out early. It's something to keep an eye on at the start of the game and then throughout to see if it's an adjustment they make as the game goes on.
All right, let's move on to the West Coast, where we have Dallas and San Francisco. Great to have this rivalry again, of course, back in the NFL. Cowboys rush defense against C-Mac or CMC, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, I mean, what a response he's been able to give the San Francisco 49ers offense this season since he joined the team. I mean, they finished on, a 10-game win streak to finish the regular season. They seem unstoppable, and it's always seemed that way no matter who the running back is, but Christian McCaffrey is just that special because of the different ways they can move him around, whether it's in the backfield or out as a wide receiver in the slot, to be able to get him touches and get him the football. And the Dallas Cowboys, even though they looked great last week, They have struggled against the run. They're 22nd in the league in the regular season, 17 if you're basing it off yards per attempt. So whether or not they can shut down Christian McCaffrey and really the rest of the rushing attack for the San Francisco 49ers, that is going to be the difference in this game.
So if we were to ask you to project forward beyond the divisional round, and we anticipate, again, we're going to have a lot of great matchups, what would ideally be for you the championship round, the key matchups and games to watch out for in that?
This is the easiest question to answer because you really can't go wrong in the AFC because the quarterbacks that you've got. But I'm going to assume, especially because of that big spread, Kansas City takes advantage of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you're going to see Patrick Mahomes against either Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. And I don't know that anyone really is going to be that upset about it unless you're a Bengals-Bills fan. Either way, you're going to get an unbelievable matchup in that event. So I think the AFC Championship game with one of any of those matchups that you've got between Mahomes versus Allen, Mahomes versus Burrow. I mean, heck, even if it was Trevor Lawrence, even if they pulled off the upset, it's still going to be a heck of a matchup because of the 4 quarterbacks you've got left in the AFC. I mean, think about this. The oldest quarterback in the playoffs so far right now is Dak Prescott at 28, I believe. Mm-hmm. The average age is 25 years old of all the quarterbacks playing in the divisional round. The NFL couldn't be in a better spot right now in regards to the young guns, these young quarterbacks, the faces of these franchises moving forward.
To your point, and we'll wrap it up with this here, no disrespect to the Giants fans or the Jags fans. I'm hoping, and a lot of people are, we go a little chalky because then we get a really good matchup in the championship round. That's Brady Quinn. Brady, certainly appreciate it. More conversations, of course, daily NFL stuff on the Pick Six Pod. By the way, still on with Will Brinson once a week there? Your time is done.
Well, technically it's on Wednesdays on YouTube TV, but then it's on Thursdays where it actually airs.
It's like the Brady Quinn show. Meow, 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 meow.
That's right.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.